Hello, welcome back to my channel, or to my channel if you're new. Thanks for stopping by. I've got a new journal to show you, and I've just sent my husband to his room, so we should be okay for a few minutes. Yes, I told him go upstairs and think about how you can be a better husband. Oh, wait, is he coming back down? Oh, no. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I was just joking. He's sneaking down the stairs, that little brat. Okay, well, let's see. There he goes, back upstairs. Okay, anyways, I have to have time, to video this. So somebody has to go in another room, and it's not going to be me. Anyways, I hope you're all doing good on this hot July day. I'm doing just fine. I'm sorry if the camera seems too close. It just doesn't want to stay up any higher. But what I've done is I have made a tassel doll and a journal. Okay, and this is what I'm going to show you today. So let's get to it. I think I'll leave the doll on because it's kind of hard to. What I did was I pinned her right into, the cover's made out of a file folder. So I pinned her right into the file folder, which makes it really strong. That, if you put it just on the lace, it kind of hangs and stretches out the lace, and yeah, I really don't like that. I don't think anybody would. Okay, well, here is the front, and this little lady here, she's quilting, even though you can't tell that. You can tell she's looking down, and if I showed the whole picture, she's got a quilt on her lap, and she's quilting it. So it's to me, it's a real comfort type picture. It reminds me of being content, and that's what I like to be. Okay, and here is a tie that is glued all the way around, and so it's nice and strong. It's not pulling on any pages, and this cover is glued over it. And I took my time with this cover, like I do with all my stuff, a little bit too much time. Okay, so let's just it just unties like that. And here's the first page. I did a lot of stenciling. There we go, that looks better. I did a lot of stenciling on these pages. These are printed pages and coffee dyed pages. Now see, this one is coffee dyed but with beet juice and some other kind of that spray, ink spray, distress spray. I can't think of what the name of it right now, but it's a Tim Holtz thing. And I got this beautiful pink lace this week, and I just wanted to use it. Here's a couple of tags that go inside there, and this is stenciled over here. I already told you that. And then we have a couple more stenciled pages, and then this are a few blank pages for writing. And so we go on, and then we have a blank page for writing. Then I have this pocket, and there's stenciling there. And this is a ribbon holder, lace holder, trim holder, and I'm including that. It's one of my own designs, and I made it myself. So it's original and unique. And on this side is some more pink lace. It's a pocket. And I put this girl who looks like she's just enjoying herself very much. And I put some brown craft labels there. I didn't put anything on it in case whoever gets this, because this is for sale, wants to put a name on there or a date, or wants to put some expression on there. I never know what to put on somebody's journal or cards, because you never know what people want. It's a journal, it becomes personal. And in here, this is a piece of fabric that I stamped on with the mannequin, and then I sewed it, and then I added this coffee dyed embellishment, and then here's a couple of tags that go with it. And they're made on file folders, so they're nice and sturdy. Okay, and then over here we have this page. This is half of a doily with some lace underneath, and I sewed it all together. And then this came off of an old handkerchief, and I glued that on. And then here's another ribbon holder or lace holder, whatever you want to put on there. And a pocket and some stenciling. And this is coffee dyed paper and a couple of pretty neat tags, at least I think so. And here is a tab with some coffee dyed lace and a tassel. And we come over here. This is coffee dyed and stenciled with the coffee. You know what I mean? I did it while I was dyeing it with the coffee. Over here I used a stencil just on regular paper. And there was nothing, you know, it's not coffee dyed paper. It's regular paper. Oh, I hear footsteps. Oh. Well, anyways. And here's a pocket. And I just put some lace there. And here are the tags that go in there. I don't usually put a tab on the top of them, the tags, because to me, I don't know, I like it. I like it when people do that, but I guess I just wanted to kind of blend in a little better. And you got all this stuff, you know, tags with all kinds of ribbon and stuff, which is pretty. I'm not saying it's not pretty, but for me, I don't want all that confusion because my brain, you know, kind of slow there. It has to go one speed. So I have to make things simple. And here I put a chiffon bow and some lace and trim. And this is stenciled over printed paper. And then this is real pretty picture. I love these girls. And I've always collected little doll shoes. And I had one pair of these black shoes. And I had this black and white string, and I cut the shoes in half so that because they're obviously they're a little too thick to put on the whole page. So I cut them in half and glued them, and I used all kinds of remnants and paper and lace and coffee dyed paper so that to come up with this. I love to collage. I do love to collage. I didn't when I first started because I didn't have a concept of how to do it, but now I have a basic understanding which I go by, and basic steps I do every time. And I'm going to show you a couple of other collaged items and give you some tips on how I did that. And then here, this page is I cut out this pretty dress on a mannequin and decorated it and gave it a bow. And then this is stenciled here. I love this stencil. And some coffee dyed trim. And the stencil started coming through on there, which I kind of like, you know, seeing it through there. So, in another printed page with some stenciling on it, lightly. Some I stencil light, some I stencil dark. Just depends on the page and the mood. Okay, so over here, now this is a pocket that I put on here. I had some fabric that had this beautiful scalloped edge to it, so I made it into a pocket. And this is coffee dyed paper, and this is printed paper, and I actually have an embossing folder that has roses and leaves, so I thought that was just like perfect. And these are the tags that I put in here: girly girl and vintage. And this is, I made this into a flip up, and here is blank paper for writing. And then I stenciled on the side there. And over here, I made a little tab, and I put a bow and a rose. And what I love about putting them on the tabs is they don't go into the page and mess the page up. And poor girl, you better, oh, she's going to get a headache. I'm telling you. Okay. So, and then on this side, okay. So this side I did before I did this, but I did another flip up here because this is where I started. Don't ask me why, but I started in the middle of the journal because these were the two things that were inspiring me to make the journal. This is actually tissue paper that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I love their selection of tissue paper. And then over here, this is another lift up or flip up, whatever you want to call it. And here's some more of that paper. I didn't stencil on it because you might want to write over it. And this is vellum. Okay, so it's printed vellum, and I put some coffee dyed lace on there, which actually accidentally got some blue on it when I was coffee dyeing it, because I was dyeing blue, pink, and coffee, and when I put them together to dry, I was too close to a blue piece, and it kind of went into this one. But I like it. I like it. And then this is a pretty applique I took off of a dress somewhere. And that, okay. And then here is this lovely little girl. And I've surrounded her with some doilies and appliques and flowered trim. And I've left this be like that just for a little bit of a design. Okay, not to say I can't, you can straighten it out, but I think it looks nice like that. I've seen other people do that with their journals, and I kind of like it. So there we have some more coffee dyed paper, more printed paper with stencil, and plain paper. And on this I also printed, this is printed paper, and then I stenciled. And this is a Vogue pattern from, I thought I had the date on it, but I don't. I know it's the 1900s. And then this is an advance pattern. There's two of them here. And this is the 1930s, and it says it right on there. So I took it and I turned them into tags. I like to go on Pinterest and find things that I can use and turn into tags. It's so easy, and it's really a lot of fun too. So then you get more, writing paper places, and then this is printed with stenciling, and here's another one of those pockets. And then this is a 1904, it's not original, obviously, it's a copy of a calendar. So I think these are so cute with these little girls having tea. They're playing Let's Have a Tea Party. Okay. So those go in there. You could cut them up around if you wanted to. And then over here, I did, this is fabric, and this is fabric. I did a collage here. And this is sewn around. And then I did some applique and some coffee dyed trim that I did. And then this is just trim that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. And then over here is a blue stencil. And the reason is because of this blue here. And I thought it went really nice. My poor dear. You're going to have a headache for sure when I'm done. Okay. So that's that. And you can write over this. No problem. And then here is a page that opens up for writing. And I've stenciled on the outside. You could put a label that says my journal or a picture of a person. And this is another 1900s, I think it was a calendar, but anyways, it's a picture that I found and I turned into tags. And this is coffee dyed and stenciled that way with a chiffon bow. And then this you'll see on the other side is like a paper clip, but it isn't. It's a decorative bobby pin. And I got it at Walmart, and I just thought it was so pretty. So I put this tag here, and this says, if there ever comes a day when we can't be together, keep me in your heart, I'll stay there forever. So I thought that was nice. And here you can see coffee dyed stenciled. Okay, so I did that stenciling while I was coffee dyeing. And I do have a video on that, how to do that very easily. And it's a very popular video. And then over here I used some lace. I folded it in half of a dress or scarf or something. And I added a coffee dyed flower. And then I have some vintage pictures here and here. And in the envelope, I made, it opens, and I made it, this is a paper dress that I cut out, and then I glued onto some embossed pink cardstock, and I gave it a bow. And I think it looks good. I mean, you know, and some other cards to go with it. I think it matches, and I like to match things. I'm matchy match. I'm not one of those that goes crazy on all kinds of colors. I like to stay within a certain color scheme. Yeah, and I do. Someday I might break out of it. I don't know. Okay, and this has a tab with some pretty dangles on it. You can see that. It came off of some costume jewelry. That's pretty. Did I do all? Yeah, I did. Okay. And then over here, I have a paper bag that I cut down, and I put another ribbon holder in there for you, and decorated it. And then over here, I kind of went a little frou-frou. I left this on there because I just like the way it looked. It looks like it's going all across the journal. And inside here, I was going to decorate on the bottom. It's a shoe, a set of shoes, actually. It's a picture of two. And cards. I mean, we all have to wear shoes, and they had beautiful shoes, boots back in the day, and vintage and antique. And I thought it just was pretty color and it matched, so there it goes, because it matched. And here's some more. Here's another lace holder. See, I think you've got 3 lace holders in here. Some more stenciling and more decorating, more stenciling and more stenciling. You can write over this. You can do whatever. And then over here, the last is a pocket. And this is coffee dyed stencil, but it came out really light. And then this is the back page, is fully stenciled. And in this pocket are 2 of gowns. The same gown I have over here. It's the same one. You can see that. So that one I made bigger, of course, and put a bow on it. Okay, so, oh my, this poor thing. So, and the back is plain. I showed that. But there's a lot of lace, a lot of embellishing going on. So thank you for stopping by. But I have to see that. But I also wanted to show you some other collages that I've been working on. And I did these pretty quickly. And I think I've showed you when I did a tag, how I did my tags, and they do kind of end up big because I keep putting more and more stuff on it. But the major thing that I have discovered for collaging is that I take the picture that I want, and I take one, like this is the coffee filter, but I don't think, yeah, this one has a coffee filter too. But on here, this was a paper bag. And I had decorated that, and then I put it onto my cover. I always make the cover last, and I only glue down the center of the picture, and then I can take different things and put it underneath, put it over, and when I know, okay, that's it, I'm not going to put any more underneath, then I glue it down. And I put over, under, and over. I do that a lot. So I think that what I'm trying to say is you can take a small area, like a picture, and even if you put it on a paper bag, you know you want it on that bag, and then put it on a larger piece of fabric, even if it's not the fabric you want to show. But give yourself a base, and use that base to decorate around and on. And I have found that has helped me so much more than if I just sit there and go, what am I going to do next, you know, and look at it and I only have 2 things going. But when I have a form that's underneath there, that gives me some ideas. Oh, hey, I can put this over here and I can put that over there, and it makes it a lot easier for me. I think I did both of these in less than a half an hour using that method. I took this, I even took a half a piece of the coffee filter that I had dyed blue and put it under there. And this one was bigger. And then I just rip it off as I go. Oh yeah, you know, I do like to do things in a kind of a circular manner, but this one was more of a rectangle. So it doesn't really matter. What matters is you have a base. I think that's what I'm trying to tell you. You have a base and you work out from there. But if you just have one thing and you try to put one thing here, one thing there, it takes forever. But if you have a base, you can see it. Oh, I got to fill this in. I can fill that in. That's, at least that's how I do it. So I wanted to share that with you. I might put these up for sale just as they are, or I might put them on something like a blank journal and sell them that way. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. So anyways, thank you for stopping by. And I know it's a quick video, but I'll be back in a couple days, hopefully, to do some stuff with you. And if you like this video, please give me a like, a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate that too.